Daredevil Season 3, Episode number 5. Ladies and gentlemen, we are here to next week's episode of Daredevil. Last week, we had probably one of my favorite episodes of the show. I would say my favorite fight scene of the show as well thus far, man. Last week, that entire 10, 15, however long it was, minute fight scene in the jail, one take with Matt and everybody else was some of the best stuff I think I've ever seen on screen, bro. They did it so well. The lighting, the effects, the choreography for the fight, the music. I don't know if there's anything I would have added to it or changed to improve the scene itself, man. One of the best scenes in the show, if not the best scene in the show up to this point. But again, you can argue either way because, you know, I am a big fan of good dialogue scenes, and that rooftop scene with Matt and Frank in season 2 is still one of my favorites as well. But regardless, last week's episode was nothing short of fantastic, man. Fisk is still trying to bring Dex on over to the dark side, and I feel like eventually he might tap into him a little bit, you know, everything going on with Dex. Yeah, he's got a lot on his mind, and now he's got his own agency kind of investigating him for what he did to Albanians. Granted, we saw what he did, but it's also like, I don't blame him personally for the position he was in. But regardless, I think there's a chance this week, episode 5, I think we might get a little connection between Matt and Foggy, or Matt and Karen again, man. At the end of the episode last week, he got driven off the bridge into the lake or whatever it was inside the taxi. I think he's going to escape that. But there's the paper trail, right, from at the jail, all that stuff that happened. I think Foggy or Karen is going to end up seeing him again this week, whether it's them seeing him or him going to them. I don't know. Just a prediction. I got a feeling. I hope it does happen. But guys, I'm here for it. I'm excited for it. So I'm going to stop wasting time. We're going to go ahead. We're going to hop into this episode. Before we do, I do ask if you guys are new to the channel, you do hit that subscribe button. Comment down below what you guys want to see next, man. Drop a like on the video for your boy. Full reaction will be up on Patreon, as well as early access to the next 2 episodes if you guys want to check that out. Link in the description down below. But we're going to go ahead. We're going to hop into this episode. Let's see what we got, man. I'm so sad we're coming to the end of the show, man. It's been so damn good. And I know they're doing like Daredevil Reborn, but I don't know how that's going to be. Little OCD. Yep. Oh, and that's the pizza girl, right? That's a suicide protection or prevention center. I wonder if he knew the picture went crooked. It's that OCD, man. I relate. I wonder if he worked there, or maybe they were both, you know, kind of patients there, because obviously with everything he goes through, he would deal with that a little bit. Damn, Foggy's license was in there, man. All his stuff was still in there.
Even if Murdoch somehow escaped from the cab, how does a blind man swim to shore?
How does a blind man do what he does, period?
Like a blind man to you.
Yep, he's got the footage, man. I told you last episode.
We investigated him thoroughly. His associates, medical and school records all check out. All confirm that Matt Murdoch lost his sight at age 9.
Bro, Foggy's license was left there. I think that's going to lead to Foggy going down there and checking it out, or them coming to him and being like, were you in this? He's like, no, Matt took it.
And in exchange for his ongoing cooperation, DOJ will not be filing charges against Vanessa Mariana.
Mr. Fisk is also entitled to the return of certain personal belongings. Supervised movement within the hotel.
He'll get everything he was offered.
He's staring at him.
My client to stop talking.
He's trying to reel in Dex as much as he can.
There's a criminal I've employed. A facilitator. On my behalf has laundered and hid money. Bribed law enforcement and court officials.
Is he going to say Matt?
Who is he?
Matt Murdoch.
A lawyer. Matthew Murdoch.
Damn it. He's like, if I can't kill him this way, I'm going to get him put back in jail and have him killed again, man. Oh, pissed, man. It's tough though, because now when they find Matt, they're not gonna be sure who to trust, right? And it's gonna also throw into question how credible Fisk is being, even when it comes to other things down the line. You know, obviously with the Albanians, everything he was saying was true, so now he has their trust, so they are gonna believe him about Matt. If Matt can convince them that, you know, he's lying and that it's not true and this and that, which, I mean, in reality, he should be able to, because he was part of the team. You know, him and Foggy were the ones who got Fisk put behind bars in the first place, so why would he be working with him? But, I mean, I get with everything going on in this world and how strong of a grasp Fisk has on certain officials and things like that, it would be believable. But if Matt can convince him otherwise, this whole deal is going to go to shit, because then it's like, okay, how much can we trust that he says now moving forward? You know, is he going to do this to somebody else trying to screw him over? Oh, I'm calling it, bro. I said it at the start. I'm saying it again. I think Matt is going to see either Foggy or Karen again this episode, especially since Foggy's ID and stuff was left in that taxi. Was that Dex? Yeah, is he following this girl still? She knows him, though, because she was in the picture. Well, I mean, just because you're in a picture with somebody doesn't mean you know him, but I'm assuming she would know him, right? So if she sees him, she's going to know it's him. It's not going to be like, oh, let me hide real quick.
Alpha team on approach.
Are they going to Matt's apartment right now? Damn, man, they are. FBI! All his mail and stuff still on the table, though. Aw, there's his lawyer outfit. Yep. He came back here after the taxi incident.
Murdoch's been home. Recently.
I could have told you that, man. It don't take no FBI investigator to say that.
Felix Manning, you haven't returned my calls. Karen Page from the Bulletin. Before I go to print, I'm obligated to offer you a chance to comment on your involvement in laundering money for Wilson Fisk.
Yep. Same dude Fisk just mentioned, right? To his lawyer.
Karen Page, daughter of Paxton and Penelope. 239 Kings Road, Fagin Corners, Vermont.
He knows her.
The back room. My guess, Dad wanted his little girl to be safe. Sadly, should have been more worried about his little boy.
Oof. Talking about her brother.
Off the record, you're incorrect about what I do for a living. I don't fix problems.
I create them.
I make them disappear.
Ooh. In other words, keep fucking around. You gonna find out. Oh, struck that fear into her again. Now she's looking over her shoulder every second. Yep. That's tough, bro. He already knew her whole backstory.
Karen Page?
Who are you?
Don't move. FBI.
I have a weapon in my purse and a concealed carry permit.
Keep your hands exactly where they are and follow my instructions. Now turn around.
She told him right away because she don't want to hurt them. She's just trying to protect herself. You know what I mean? And there ain't nothing legal about that. She has her permit and everything ready. She was scared someone was following her.
You want to tell me what's going on?
Miss Page, I get that you ask questions for a living. But for now, I'll be the one asking.
Bro, she's not going to be able to tell him that he's Daredevil, though. So she can't even tell him, like, what happened about this building falling on him at Midland Circle, right? I wonder how much she's going to be able to cover for him.
Why have you been paying his bills?
He's a friend. Someone had to do it while I was away.
So, your friend, a blind man who you haven't spoken to in months, just ups and disappears, and you don't file a missing persons report?
I guess I figured he'd come back when he was ready.
It looks sus.
Is that your signature? Do you remember depositing this retainer check for a company called CGI?
Yes, I do.
Oof.
Matt and Foggy took on one case for them, that's all.
Yeah.
My source, CGI was a front for Fisk.
That was that throwback.
We never knowingly worked for Fisk, right? They hired us through someone else.
Who?
He's dead.
Some executive.
Wesley, right? Yep. Dude, she hasn't seen a picture of him since it happened. She hasn't seen him at all.
Was it this guy? James Wesley. You remember him?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that was him. Felix Manning. Red Lion National Bank, Vancorp, any of that ringing bells?
I don't follow.
Well, instead of letting Fisk use you and the FBI to retaliate against innocent lawyers who put him in prison, why don't you ask him if he hired a fixer named Felix Manning to launder money through Red Lion? Ask him if he's the true owner of a shell company called Vancorp.
Why
She
would
knows
I
her
do that?
shit.
Because it just bought the presidential hotel.
Where are you getting this from?
I ask questions for a living.
Yep.
I just ask better ones than you do.
Damn. But I mean, she just gave him a ton of information. At least look into it. You know, Agent Nadeem, like he's a good guy. He's trying to do what's right and stuff, but it's like he doesn't know when he's getting played, because he did just get all this crazy information from Fisk about the Albanians that put him away. So obviously he's not gonna think, oh, now he's just lying about this lawyer. But I mean, put some stuff together, man. Think. But I get it does look bad, because that was when they worked for him back in season 1, right? When Wesley came and hired him for that dude that ended up killing himself. Psychiatric Institute. Oh yeah, he's looking into Dex, right? More of his stuff. He was committed before. I mean, with the line of work he's in. Change of color? What are we black and white now for? Oh! Is this Dex?
Dex, ready to go? Game starts in 20.
Hitting the same spot over and over. This is a cool way to show the flashback and to show what he's reading, how he sees things and pieces it together based off the information he has, right?
All right, Showboat. Let's see it.
He's extremely accurate, man. Wonder if that translates back to, you know, his current day FBI agent shit, not missing his shots, right? Extremely accurate as a pitcher, extremely accurate as a shooter, too.
Let's get Andre's arrest.
You're pulling me?
I'm gonna let Cannon finish it out.
But no one's gotten a hit off me.
I know. You're killing it out here. No question. But I gotta give the other kids some field time.
You can't do this. It's not fair. You gotta let me keep going.
Wanted to be the star.
You could pitch 1 billion perfect games. You won't bring your parents back.
Maybe his parents died. I'm assuming he said bring him back. He didn't necessarily say die, so I wonder if they either abandoned him or if they are dead. But his parents, whatever happened with him leaving or dying, is probably when his OCD started, maybe, huh? Oh, what? Dude, he ricocheted off the pole. That killed him? And this is when he got admitted?
Well, this has been nice so far, hasn't it?
Dude, this is some nice transitions.
Now that we've gotten to know each other a little bit, I wonder if we could talk about Coach Bradley. What about last year when he named you MVP? Was he a jerk then?
No, he used to be awesome.
So he just didn't get what he wanted, so I didn't like him.
Dex, tell me.
Borderline personality disorder.
Be honest. We like honesty around here. When you hit Coach Bradley, was that an accident?
Nope. Not with that aim.
No, it wasn't an accident.
Killed him on purpose.
Am I in trouble?
No. No. It wasn't your fault.
But
psychopathic tendencies.
I did it on purpose.
That doesn't mean it was your fault. It's just you surrounded by all this emptiness. It's been that way for most of your life, hasn't it?
Because his parents aren't there, huh?
Yeah. I mean, most kids, they have moms or dads to teach them right from wrong, to show them how to behave.
My parents mostly got mad at me.
Yes. Then they died.
They did die, okay.
I'm sorry. That sounds really hard.
Look at you. You even put a really in there. I like a fast learner.
Encouragement, man. I mean, he since he lost his parents, he never, you know, he never learned.
Tomorrow is my last day in the building. Here, go on.
I'm not 21.
Probably feels like he's losing a parent again.
Are you trying to scare me?
No. Not scare you.
Is he gonna kill her?
What is your intention?
I want to kill you.
Say more. Why do you want to kill me? To put me out of my misery?
To punish you.
For leaving?
I'm quite sure what I've done wrong.
I want to kill you for dying. For leaving me.
Connects back to his parents, man.
When it comes quietly and naturally, it can be a beautiful event. Which is why we never hasten it with violence.
I don't want another therapist!
Any good person with a decent heart will do. Someone to look up to.
Someone to connect with, right? Maybe that's why he keeps going back to this girl. That's his new kind of North Star. Bro, seeing all this, Fisk is probably like, I can easily manipulate this motherfucker.
Suicide prevention, this is Dex.
Okay, he
Who am I
worked
speaking
here.
with? That's a lot to deal with. I'm glad you called.
You're doing amazing.
Was she like his manager or just another coworker?
This asshole stepdad of yours is giving you so much grief. Why take your own life?
Why you take his?
Take a deep breath, Craig.
Dude, he was gonna tell him to take his life. Them psychopathic tendencies, them psychotic tendencies. Oh, dude, look at this, man. This shit is great. It's like he's in his mind. Such good visual representations. And this is all just from Fisk going through a box of his stuff. Fisk knows, he's like, that's his Vanessa. That was just fantastic how they showed that all.
Downstairs, there are protesters chanting prayers to drive me out into the wilderness. The attention that it brings is an impediment for my plan. Fortunately, the public is easily distracted, which makes the solution for my problem quite simple. The city needs a new villain.
Oh, dude, he's gonna make Dex the new villain, huh? Take all the focus and put it on him.
Looks like you need a little more time. I'll grab you a water. This is gonna sound
just looks
random,
similar.
but did you used to work at the Brooklyn Suicide Hotline?
Oh, it is her.
I did. It's a tough job.
It is just straight up her. Wow. I thought he was like seeing her face or something.
It's my first day, actually. I got offered double the pay to leave my last job if I could start here immediately. Not that I'm complaining.
Fisk hired her to work here. Fisk made shit happen quick, so this must be a couple days after, or at least a day after that he read all of his entire file, right? He hired her to work at the hotel. Wow, I thought he was just like seeing her face or something, man.
I just voted for you, absentee. When Wilson Fisk set off those explosives in Hell's Kitchen, I lost my husband. Everything that matters, gone.
There's people out there, man, that Wilson Fisk ruined their life. Ruined their life, you know?
When's the last time you saw Matt Murdock?
2 nights ago.
Oh, he's being honest.
Where?
A bar in Hell's Kitchen.
And what did you discuss?
That we hadn't seen each other in a while.
Did he tell you where he was going?
No.
Where you could find him?
No.
So you didn't knowingly give him your bar ID?
What?
Yeah, see? Good thing he was honest.
I think you have Matt Murdock all wrong.
Yeah, well, I don't think I do.
Of course you don't, because you got Fisk saying
Murdock
shit.
Is hiding a double life. Lawyer by day and criminal by night.
What's Matt being charged with?
Nothing so far.
Great. Then the only thing I'm aiding and abetting is your exit.
Ooh, on his shit. Bro, that's the thing. Foggy thinks he's talking about the Daredevil life. He doesn't realize Fisk is setting him up, man.
You worked at the hotline for 3 years. Think you, of all people, would believe everyone deserves a second chance.
How did you know I worked there for 3 years? You were only there for 1.
Ooh. Too much
You
detail.
mentioned it earlier. You quit to do ballet.
Did I also mention ballet earlier?
Ooh.
Specifically?
Nope, just a dance.
It's late. I should get home.
You're ditching me?
No, not at all. I just have to go feed my dog.
You don't have a dog.
Oh!
How do you know that?
Bro fumbled. All he had to do was play it cool and chill. It's just, see? That's the problem, bro. He's been stalking her. He knows so much shit about her that he shouldn't know, and he let those details out. He fumbled. Oh, God, dude.
I'm gonna need attorney-client privilege before I can.
Okay,
Give me
give
a
me
dollar.
$5.
Some Saul Goodman shit.
Do you remember the Healy trial? And there was that guy from CGI who offered us a stupid amount of money to take his case.
How could I forget that creep?
His name's James Wesley. He worked for Fisk. He disappeared shortly after that, and they think that Matt had something to do with it.
That's crazy. Matt had nothing to do with that.
I know, but if they keep investigating, they're gonna find out that I did.
What?
I killed him.
That's the first time she's told anyone. But say why. He kidnapped you and shit. You gotta give context, Karen. You gotta give context. You didn't just go hunt him down. Oh. Bro, you see he didn't fix the picture that time. He's about to get set off, dude. I think he's gonna go kill her. He's gonna kill Julie. That was Fisk's plan, to create a villain, man. To create the villain. Yeah, bro, he's gonna kill Julie. Bro, he fumbled. You know what I mean? Even after all the weird shit he was doing, stalking her and whatnot, he had a chance with her there, but he just said too much. Oh, is he listening to the tapes? You got to feel for him though, right? Too, man, everything he's been through, the borderline personality disorder and stuff, losing his parents. It's like, I get what she means when she said he didn't really have control of it. And it's not his fault, kind of, you know? It's like hardwired in him, everything he went through and stuff, and the mental disorder. Oh, he was here. He dipped out right before they got here then. Wow. He was just there, dude. I thought he was gone for a minute. He's confused about what's going on. He's trying to piece everything together, dude. Oh. Bitch. Bro, every time, man. Oh, it's so good. Daredevil Season 3, Episode 5 is in the books, ladies and gentlemen. Oh. Fantastic episode, bro. This whole episode was like a Dex episode, if you will, right? Like, I know we got a couple of other things in it, but it was more focused on Dex. I didn't expect to get a whole Dex episode, but I mean, for what obviously we see now they're pushing, or that Fisk is going to be pushing for, we kind of needed it, right? To get to see where Dex's headspace is at, because from the second he was kind of introduced, it's like, okay, this dude's a badass, but it's also like, okay, this dude's a little bit weird. He's not completely there in the head, right? So we see why, right? He's got a personality disorder and he's got psychotic tendencies, dude. And I mean, he's been able to manage it a little bit and whatnot with the tapes and things, but I feel like this is just going to send him over the edge. The situation with Julie, like, Fisk specifically hired her on purpose. That's why she said I got offered double to come work there. And I think Dex maybe he didn't completely put it together, but it seemed like he was like questioning, like, huh, that's kind of weird. You know what I mean? So I wonder if he knows Fisk had something to do with it, because when she said I got paid double to come work here, he kind of made like he was kind of confused a little bit. So I think he might be able to connect that. It's going to be interesting to see what happens when he does go and talk to Fisk again, you know, what kind of conversation they're going to have. But the way they showed those flashbacks was beautifully done, man. The black and white, just the Fisk transitioning from sitting at his desk to transitioning to the black and white with the flashbacks completely, and seeing, you know, Dex as a kid, seeing his coach Bradley, and things like that. They did a great job with that, man. And Fisk being there, like, that was beautifully done, dude. It was perfect, man. And it was a great way to show the flashbacks too, as opposed to just cutting straight back, you know, to his childhood and like normal coloration and everything like that. Fisk not being there, like seeing Fisk there and him learning and everything, you can really, you know, get an idea of, okay, Fisk is reading this, he's listening to this, and he's getting this information and piecing it together in his head to see, you know, what he went through, why he is the way he is. And he got all that information, and now he's going to be able to use it to manipulate him, bro. So I don't know. He wants to create a villain out of him to kind of probably take some of the heat off of him, I would assume, like he was saying to his lawyer. And I think he's going to kill Julie. I really think he is, man. Like, he had a chance right there and he fumbled it, man. He just spoke too much because he's been stalking her. So it's like, he knows so much information about her, and he's sitting here finally having a conversation with her. So it's like, he has to be careful that he doesn't say anything he shouldn't know about her. And he said one thing, which led to him saying another and another. And it's like the small details. It's like when she said, oh, I didn't tell you I did ballet earlier. how did you know I did ballet? And he was like, you mentioned it earlier. She's like, no, I said dance. I didn't specifically say ballet. And he's like, I know you don't have a dog either, and this and that. And it's like, dude, that would freak anybody out. So I don't blame her, man. You know? And it's like, it all started because he said you would work there for 3 years. That's why you don't get specific with details. You should have just said that you worked there, you know? But I mean, he could have even played the whole 3-year thing off too, because she said he worked there for a year. Right, so I'm assuming he probably quit before her, but I mean, he could have even said like, oh, you told me that back then, or oh, one of the other coworkers told me how long you've been working there when I was working there or something. But he just fumbled it, bro. He really did, and now it's gonna set him off, and he's definitely gonna kill Julie, man. I feel like there's no doubt about it. He's obviously trying to contain himself by listening to those tapes, but the tapes Fisk got, I wonder if those are all the tapes other than the one he has, right? Because she gave him a whole box of tapes, and there was a bunch of tapes in the box Fisk got. So I wonder if he has the rest of the tapes, and now the only tape that Dex has is that one that's in the cassette player, you know? And that, because obviously he goes to the tapes in times of need to kind of calm himself down, but maybe now that Fisk has some tapes, or has the rest of the tapes, he's not going to be able to. But I don't know if there is more tapes or not. So that's kind of interesting too. And then to see how close Matt was to the FBI agents. Like when I saw the clothes on the floor, I was like, okay, Matt probably came in here like hours ago or overnight, changed clothes and dipped back out. But he was literally there seconds before they broke in, and he heard everything. So he knows what's going on, but he's a little bit confused as to why he's wanted. He's probably thinking, one, in my mind, I'm assuming he's probably thinking, okay, they saw what I did in the prison and they're after me for that, and they probably think I'm Daredevil, you know, rather than Fisk saying something about him and saying that, you know, he played a part in his game and everything like that. And I get where Agent Nadim is coming from, because it's like, Fisk has given you all this information and has been accurate and right about the Albanians, so why would he be lying about this? Plus, you know, they do have that connection way back when, even if it is the tiniest of tiny connections, it's still a connection from when they worked that case back in season 1. And it's like, dude, if he can't kill Matt that way, you know, literally straight up killing him in the jail and everything like that, he's just going to completely destroy his career and everything, make him get put back in jail, and then have him be killed there. You know, so it's like, bro, Matt is going to have to go to Foggy, I feel like, for help with this. But Karen finally telling somebody about the fact that she killed Wesley, I thought that was going to happen way longer ago, like way back in, you know, season 2 or toward the end of season 1. But for her to finally come out and say it, bro, I wonder what Foggy's going to say, what Foggy's going to think. And context is important, because we didn't really get to see anything else after she said she killed him, right? It kind of just cut away to a different scene and we never went back. But context is important. She was like kidnapped and stuff like that, and he was threatening her life, you know? So it's like, don't just say you killed him and that's it. Like, give some context to the situation, Karen. I'm sure Foggy would understand. Granted, Foggy will still probably be shocked, but, you know, it'll be a little bit less of like, oh my God, what the hell? You know, but regardless, another fantastic episode is in the books, man. Season 3 of Daredevil has been some of my favorite content already, dude. Every time I come here, I sit down to watch this. I'm so excited for it. And every time I'm watching it, it is like the quickest 50 minutes to an hour of the day, bro. It's so fast, but because it's so good. And I know they're doing a Daredevil Reborn. I know we still got a number of episodes left in season 3. I want to savor them. I want to enjoy them. But guys, let me know what you thought about it in the comment section down below. Like always, also if you guys did enjoy this reaction video, make sure to leave a like. If you guys are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Full reaction will be up on Patreon, as well as early access to the next 2 episodes if you guys want to check that out. Link in the description down below. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next one. What is going on, guys? I hope you all did enjoy that video you just checked out. If you did, make sure to drop a like and comment down below what is something you guys want to see me react to next on the channel. I want to give a couple quick shout outs to some of my highest tier supporters over on Patreon, man. Shout out to the homie That's So Gordo, the homie Alexander Collins, and the homie Christopher Larimer. Your guys' support is much appreciated. If you guys haven't already and you do want to join the Patreon family, the link is on screen right now, as well as in the description down below. You get early access to a bunch of videos, up to 2, sometimes even 3 weeks in advance, full-length reactions, and you get to participate in polls to help decide what we do and what we react to on the channel. But I hope you guys all have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next one.